we're joined live by Clayton Campbell, president of the Toronto Police Association. Thank you very much for taking time to speak with us. First off, I just want to get your reaction to, the talks that a number of students found the officers' presence made them feel intimidated, uncomfortable, or targeted.
Yeah, thanks for having me and be able to speak about this topic. I mean, from our membership, they really enjoy doing the school resource officer program. I think it's important that if a police services board, a chief, or anybody's looking at implementing this program, that they really speak to the majority. They speak to the students, they speak to the teachers, they speak to everybody involved in this process and really understand what the majority want to do, not necessarily a small group of individuals protesting at Queen's Park today. So the police provide a service. If this is a service the broader community wants, then I think we should provide it.
Okay, let's also talk about the actual role of a resource officer and how that translates to what would be seen.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing to look at, I would say, is that clearly things aren't working. We've seen youth violence up 31%. On CP24, you guys all the time are talking about, and it's tragic, youth being victims of violent offense, being involved in violent offense. So I think it's important that this is a real opportunity for our officers, that's the right officers doing this program, being in schools, building relationships, and they were part of some amazing programs, breakfast clubs, tutoring classes, basketball camps. So I think it's really important and something that our members enjoyed, and I believe provided a great opportunity to build trust and relationships with the youth in the schools.
Along those lines, can you elaborate on what it means to allow officers access to schools?
Yeah, I think that's something that the individual police services board and chiefs would be a part of. I can tell you the officers that did it in Toronto loved it. There were past community builders, school teachers, the right officers in the schools to really engage with the youth, participate in programs, build trust. I think we all got to look at this as a whole in society to say something isn't working when we're seeing school violence, youth violence higher in the city of Toronto and across Canada. So I think this is a program that should be looked at. But again, I think it should be an evidence-based decision. Let's speak to the teachers, the students, the people involved in education to make sure we're actually speaking to the broader population, not a handful of people at Queen's Park today.
Yeah, along those lines, we've heard from teachers before talk about, violence in the classroom. It's something that they shouldn't have to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's a part of the program brings safety to the schools. It builds bridges and trust with the youth. It can be a real opportunity for some youth to come forward and report things that are going on at their home that they may not feel safe bringing to a teacher or clearly bringing to their parents or somebody else. It's a great program, but again, the Toronto Police Service, our job is to provide a service to the community. And before decisions are made, I implore police services boards and chiefs to actually speak to the broader community, if that's through a survey, town halls, before making a decision.
Are there any misconceptions you'd like to clear up?
Yeah, I mean, overall, the program was wonderful. Our members enjoyed doing it. The feedback we've received from the community has been that it was really widely accepted. And so I think that's really important. And I get that some people may feel there's concerns. There's always an opportunity to complain about something you see our members doing. We have the most oversight out of any profession in Canada. And our members are out there trying to do their best and build trust and keep people safe.
And as we wrap up, I also want to ask you about another story that we're following today. A constable has pleaded guilty in connection with a 2023 shooting that left a man seriously injured. May we get your response?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I got to be cautious. He's pled guilty. It's still before the courts. They'll be sentencing in a few months. I know Constable Davis. He's a good person. And like all of our members, they're out there doing their best in difficult situations. There's a lot of oversight, and that's why there's a process in place for accountability if things might not necessarily go right. But I remind the public, we're out there every single day. We're dealing with people with knives and firearms, doing home invasions, making split-second dangerous decisions, always trying to do our best to keep the community safe.
Okay, Clayton Campbell, president of the Toronto Police Association. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.